Namaste, yogis. Let's begin our yoga practice today seated. Bring a hand to the heart, a hand to the navel, and take a few moments tuning in to your energy. Notice the breath moving through your body, and take a minute to honor the next inhale as it expands the navel and then contracts on that exhale breath. For today's practice, we'll be nurturing this morning energy, this open attunement to the sun as it rises and gives light and life. Bring your hands together at heart center and take a moment to set an intention for your practice, something to align you as you flow on your mat today. Breathe it in and then release. Bring the hands to the third eye, visualizing how you wish to feel throughout your practice and beyond. Breathe it in, and as you exhale, release the hands back to heart center. Let's begin. Work here to come to an equal part breath. Even inhale, even exhale. Let's start to roll the shoulders up, back, and around. Roll the right side, roll the left side. Let's begin today's practice with an organic movement. There's no right or wrong in this practice. Let's do what feels good today. Spread your arms wide. Pull the palms back slightly, opening your chest, and gaze to the right palm. Breathe here, and switch your gaze to the left side when you feel ready. You're welcome to oscillate back and forth as you need to. Let's open that right side. Inhale the right arm high. Reach up through the fingertips, creating space to the ribs, and then anchor through the left hand on the floor. Breathe here to expand your body, and then switch sides. Think about lengthening through the ribs and torso, and let your arms become an extension of that breath. Full inhale, fill the body, and an exhale to release. Find a side stretch, left hand down, right arm to the sky. Inhale, and exhale, reverse. Come back through that side stretch on both sides. Move with your breath here. Inhale, expand, and exhale to the other side. On your next inhale, bring both hands overhead. Touch the fingertips together, creating a sphere of tension, and then take this active side bend to the right. Hold. And with the breath, move to the left side. Come back to center line. Release the hands. Bring your hands behind your back and interlace the fingers here. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale, bow down. Gently straightening your arms, peeling the collarbones apart, and moving the hands back away from your hips. Come out slowly. Begin to make your way into a supported child's pose. I have a pillow here with me that I'll be using underneath my chest and forehead. And this is optional. Finding a child's pose that feels good for you. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath, so take your time getting settled. And find a placement for the arms that will allow you to relax and receive the benefit of this stretch. Notice your next inhale, filling up the back of your lungs. And use that natural exhale to surrender to the weight of gravity. Breathe here. It is time to begin slowly rising. Move your pillow out of the way. Come back to child's pose and prepare for a gentle twist. Feed your right arm underneath the left, rest your ear on the mat, and gently lengthen through both sides of the body. Use your inhale here to find expansiveness, and then gently transition to the other side. If you can, pull the top shoulder back, and then soften the neck and shoulders, creating space around your ears. Breathe. Gently rise. Find child's pose with the arms relaxed, bringing your hands to the nape of your neck and gently opening through the triceps as you reconnect with your breath. When you are ready, slowly rise. Find a plank position, and I invite you to start on your knees. Shift the navel forward and then slowly lower through chaturanga. As you inhale, find a cobra. Exhale, lower, and then shoot back to find child's pose once more. We'll do a gentle transition here to scoop the chest close to the mat and then find the next cobra. So less of a chaturanga and more of a sliding motion as you glide across your mat. Use that inhale breath to lift the chest and roll the shoulder blades back. Try this a few times, warming up the spine and getting comfortable here on your mat, taking up space. Come back to your child's pose. Bring both hands across to the right side of your mat, side stretch. And then to the left side. Take your time opening and breathing here. When you're ready, come back to your cobra. And then we'll glide the forearms forward slightly, right under shoulders, to find a sphinx pose. This can help us to lift the chest, roll the shoulder blades back and down, and just be with our energy here. Begin to transition, coming into downward dog. And take some time tending to the hamstrings, pedaling out the back of the legs, and gently moving the hips side to side, checking in with the tension in your body, and using your breath here to gently tease out any stress that's ready to leave. Blow it out. On an inhale, raise the right leg high. On an exhale, draw knee to nose, shift your weight forward and step the right leg through. Come to a low lunge, ground the back knee. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, we'll begin to glide forward and back. As you send your hips back over the heels, this opens the hamstring and calf. And as you glide forward, we get that opposing stretch through the hip flexor. Find your rhythm here. Use the breath to guide your movements. And if you're feeling tight in a particular spot, spend some time pausing and holding this pose. If you're feeling fluid, keep moving. This is a time to attune to your energy. Now let's come to that low lunge. Plant the left hand down. Lift your back knee off the ground and inhale your right arm to the sky. A nice side twist. Breathe. Come to plank. Chaturanga flow into cobra. Back through downward dog. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, gently hollow out the navel, belly button draws to spine. Let the breath move the belly naturally, no need to hold tension here. Pedal out the legs, shift your hips a little higher as you allow the collarbones to spread and the head to become heavy. On an inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, knee to chest, step it through. Ground the back knee for that low lunge. And then begin to move. Feel your body gliding forward to open hip flexors and sending the hips back here for a hamstring and calf stretch. You know your body best, so remember to move at a pace that feels good for you. And be sure to pause if you're feeling tension. Be kind to your body. Take in all the sensations today and allow yourself to move with intention. Let's set up for our twist. Come back to your low lunge. Lift the back leg. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. Breathe here. And then release both hands to the mat, feet back to plank. Ground the right palm, come into a side plank. Option here to lift the top leg into tree variation. Lift your hips as well and use the breath to stay neutral through the body. Effort and ease here. The breath allows us to be easy as we push our muscles, strain a little in the body, but keep the breath fluid. Switching sides, left side. And then get ready to flow. Come back through plank, chaturanga, maybe an up dog here or cobra. And then through downward dog at your own pace. Spend 3 breaths in downward dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, bring the right leg high, open into 3-legged dog. Option here for a wild thing as you step that right leg all the way over and reach the right hand up towards the corner of your mat. Take it through downward dog and then step the right leg up, high lunge into warrior 1. Exhale, bring the hands to the earth. Step back, bring that right leg up high, and then bring it across the left corner of your mat. This will open up through the calf on that grounded side. Breathe. Come back to downward dog. Inhale, bring the left leg high. Open, 3-legged dog. Stay here if you like, or flip your dog, wild thing. Take a breath into the belly, push the navel up towards the ceiling. And then transition, left leg high, step it through. High lunge to warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, root through the heels. Next breath, plant the hands. And then step into forward folds. Bow your head down. Root through the heels here as you drape over the thighs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Last one as we prepare for chair. Exhale, sit your hips down. Inhale the arms up, chest up. And then slowly rise, finding extended mountain. Cactus the arms, gentle back bend here. Inhale, bring the left leg high, cross it over the right. Eagle arms as you twist, right under left. Begin to hug the inner thighs, lift your elbows up, and find a focal point, something to steady your gaze. Begin to unwind, step the left leg back, high lunge. Inhale, extend. Exhale, airplane arms, moving into warrior 3 as you extend the back leg up. And then step through, finding chair. Beautiful. Take it through the other side. Inhale the right leg up and over the left, hugging the inner thighs. And then eagle arms as you begin to squeeze the inner thighs and lift the elbows a little higher. Unwind, right leg back to high lunge. Exhale, airplane arms. Bring your chest down and then lift the back leg, warrior 3. Breathe. Step through to chair pose. Engage the navel. Extended mountain as you rise. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's go into the hamstrings here. Bring the hands underneath the feet. Bend the knees. Become heavy through the upper body as you gently straighten the legs. Good. Release that stretch. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Find your plank. Come through your flow. Back through downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high. Step it through. Bring to the outside of both hands, lizard pose. As you begin to shift your hips forward and down. Drop the back knee. Option here to twist. And reach for your back leg. Soft through the neck and shoulders. Stay with your breath here. As poses become more intense, we have a tendency to hold that tension in the body. Just remember to cycle through with your breath and stay with your intention now. Unwind. Switch legs. And an option to twist. We'll come into our Balasana Yogi Squat next. As you step your back leg up to meet the front, feet wide to the edges of the mat, toes turned out slightly. Lower your hips down, raise your chest, and bring your knees to the outside of your elbows. Gently press the elbows to the knees, engaging the inner thighs and bringing your hands to prayer center. Breathe here. Release the hands to the earth, wide leg forward folds. Option to walk your hands behind your heels, a little more opening through the back of the legs and inner thighs. Release tension in the neck, let your head hang. And then gently unwind, bring the feet together. And we'll come to seated now, rolling onto your spine. Come onto your back, bring your knees to chest, roll out the ankles. Take a moment to align your spine into the earth. And then set up for bridge pose. Knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Inhale, raise your hips. Interlace your fingers for chest opening stretch. Breathe. And then gently unwind. Melt into your mat. Take a moment now to notice your body and your energy. And then twist. Bring the right leg over the left. Hug the inner thighs and roll both legs to the left side. Arms open wide. Breathing into the belly, the ribs, and the chest. When you are ready, make that transition to the other side. Moving at a pace that feels right for you. In the next breath or two, come back to center line. And we'll prepare a few ab exercises. Start to scissor kick the legs. Right leg up, left leg down. And then raise your shoulders off the mat. As you kick your right leg up, reach between the thighs and touch your fingertips. This can help to engage the upper and lower abs. Stay here for as long as you can, keeping your low back connected to the earth, cycling the breath through. You decide when you've had enough intensity. Relax into happy baby. Finding organic movement as you rock side to side and explore the body and the breath. We have a few more moments here in our movement practice to finish any last stretches before we make our way to our final resting pose. Now is the time to ask your body what it craves most, and wrap up with any last stretches or postures that you need for a beautiful and enlivened day. In the next breath or two, begin to make your way to your Shavasana, taking care of your body by using any props, blanket, pillow, or sweatshirt that will help you to fully immerse yourself in this healing experience. Take time to come back to that natural breath and release any holds, any expectations you have for your body for this practice. As we begin to journey to the center of our body, notice how it feels to be within your physical form. So often we live from the outside in, taking in experiences, taking in information, but we never get to feel what it is on the inside without that feedback, without the external world. Now is your time to explore this inner peace, the guru that lives inside of you. Be here now and enjoy. Namaste.